Hi everyone. Today I will present an analysis of the Allianz life insurance data breach that occurred in July 2025. This report highlights the business impact, governance failure, and cybersecurity measures using COPIT 2019 and the NIST cybersecurity framework. In today's digital economy, financial services are prime targets for cyber attacks because they handle sensitive customer data. Serving 1.4 million customers faced a serious breach when its third-party CRM system, likely Salesforce, was compromised. The attackers used social engineering to steal credentials from vendor employees. Personally, data including social security numbers was exposed, showing why robust frameworks like COBIT and NIST are critical. The attack began on July 16, 2025. Using stolen credentials, attackers gained unauthorized access to the cloud CRM platform. Allianz quickly contained the accident and involved the FBI. Regulatory filings were made with several states by July 31st, and customer notifications began on August 1st. Support services like credit monitoring were provided to affected clients. This rapid response minimized further damage but showed how severe vendor-related breach can be.
Let's look at the scale of the breach. Full names, addresses, dates of birth, and social security numbers were stolen. Together, this data allows criminals to commit long-term identity theft, open fraudulent accounts, and file false tax returns. Nearly the entire customer base, 1.4 million people, was affected, including financial professionals and employees. This makes it one of the largest identity theft exposures in the sector. Technically, several failures enabled the breach. First, identity and access management was weak. Stolen credentials provided direct access. Multi-factor authentication was adequate, and phishing-resistant solutions like FIDO2 keys were missing. There was also a violation of the least privilege principle as too many users and wide access. Furthermore, Alliance misunderstood the cloud shared responsibility model and failed to enforce proper configuration management, leaving vulnerabilities open. From a governance perspective, Alliance suffered due to weak third-party risk management. Audits were checkbox style rather than continuous, and vendor employees lacked proper security training. Excessive sensitive data was retained in cloud CRM systems without minimization policies. Finally, vendor contracts did not enforce strong security clauses or allow audit rights. All of this reflects broader issues in cybersecurity governance.
So, mapping against NIST, the gaps are clear. Identify weak supply chain risk assessment, protect poor MFA and access control, detect lack of effective monitoring, unknown time of compromise. Response containment was good, but customer notifications were delayed. Recover long-term governance charges changes and still needed. Similarity ISO 27001 controls for supplier relationships and awareness were effective. Going to the next slide. So in this slide, to address technical gaps, several recommendations are proposed. Mandate phishing resistant MFA like FIDO2 keys across vendors. Conduct full IAM audits with least privilege enforcement. Implement role-based access controls with quarterly rectifications. Deploy secure singles sign on to balance security and productivity. Move towards a zero trust architecture with micro segmentation for sensitive data. Going to the next slide. So on this one, organizational reforms are equally important. Establish a continuous vendor risk management life cycle. Use real-time security rating services. Also add controversial audit clauses and enforce penetration testing. Strengthen data governance. Tokenization of social security numbers and minimization of stored data. Create a secure vault for sensitive identifiers separate from main application systems. Going to the next slide. So, to ensure resilience, and aliens should improve disaster recovery planning with cyber incident scenarios, conduct tabletop simulation, and maintain immutable backups. Reviewing cyber insurance for vendor branches breaches is also essential. Ultimately, this incident highlights cybersecurity as a board level business imperative. By investing in governance and security proactively, Allianz can rebuild customer trust and ensure compliance. Going to the next slide. So, these references support the analysis drawing on academic studies and industry frameworks such as COBIT, NIST, and ISO standards. They provide both theoretical grounding and practical insights into governance, risk management, and reliances. Thank you.